people, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I am outside again in public recording. Bold of me. But it's really windy, you guys. There's a little bit of sun, but then it is windy. However, I brought my mic today so I don't have to be in you guys' faces when I speak like the last video. If you haven't seen that video, do check it out. It was interesting, relaxing, so I hope you enjoy it. So welcome back to another video. Today's video is quite an interesting one. I am going to be seeing the Titanic exhibition. I was excited. Oh my god, you guys, this has been like long overdue. So I have wanted to do this for the longest time now and just haven't had I just haven't done it, that's the truth. But anyway, today we are doing that and I'm taking you guys along with me. I am going with someone, a friend of mine, and you guys would meet her. I'm not going to introduce her without her presence here, so she'll introduce herself when you guys meet her. But I'm really excited about it because I'm a Titanic fanatic. I'm a Titanic fan. Literally. We're doing very casual, so this maxi midi sort of dress and these chunky Trek sandals. I love it. So that's the look for the day. Okay, so that is the outfit of the day. I will see you guys there, I guess. Yes. Tell them your name.
I'm Louisa.
Do you want to say anything to them? Do you want to say your Instagram handle?
My Instagram?
Yeah.
My Instagram is Louisa_LCW.
She's so adorable. Okay, let's go. Okay.
Oh my gosh, should you YouTube? I didn't know you're YouTube. No.
You look cute though.
You look cute.
You smell
good.
good.
Earrings.
Oh, thank you. So cute.
I'm so excited.
I know. Wait.
It's okay. Breakout room?
Oh yeah. When do you go to sleep?
Yeah, for like 40 minutes.
You know I can actually see the sleep.
I know, I was like, oh my god.
Welcome to Titanic. How are we today?
Good.
Oh, great. I'll just show you a quick demonstration before we start it.
Okay.
So once you go inside, all you have to do with this device is tap in the start tour. We'll take you to the first audio of our exhibit. Tap the screen for volume purposes and settings. At the end is a keypad, which means you just have to manually key in the number that you see throughout the exhibit and then press play each time. Yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Please grab one each. I suggest you wear it over so it'll be hands-free.
Okay.
Also, guys, any issue, please don't hesitate to come back. We will deal with them. And most certainly can take photos and video, but no flash.
Okay.
Yep,
Thank you.
and headset. We plug that in right next to that lanyard.
Thank you. Okay.
Cool. Once you're sorted, you can start your tour. And may you guys have a great time with us
Thank you
today.
so much.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Hi, Editing Chini here. So I had no idea this would be an audio tour. Total shock. When they handed us headphones, I was like, oh my word. But I'm adding this voiceover so you're not lost. So Titanic, the human story is currently in Brisbane after stops in cities like London and New York. It features over 200 artifacts, personal belongings, and recreated interiors from first-class suites to third-class cabins. The audio guide with survivor testimonies and music really brought the history to life. Many of the items are authentic, letters, photos, and personal belongings, either recovered or preserved by survivors. It's amazing to see, such iconic history up close. And just so you know, this tour was long. What you hear here is just my take, definitely not everything. All right, let's dive into Titanic, the human story through my lens. Now, the exhibition begins with silence, a reminder of the lives lost on the Titanic. This umbrella labeled Votes for Women is a symbol of the women's suffrage movement in the early 1900s. So at this time, women were campaigning for equal rights, including the right to vote. This section focuses on the rapid changes of the early 20th century. The connection between Titanic and the Olympic lies in their shared legacy as part of the White Star Line's Olympic class ships. Now, I was confused about this, so I had to, do my research about it, because I was seeing a lot of things from the Olympics and I was wondering why. Anyway, so the Titanic was part of the White Star Line's Olympic class ships, which included the Olympic and Britannic. These ships were designed to compete with the best of the time, offering luxury and size to attract passengers. We then sat down to watch a video that explained what life was like for women during the Titanic's time. It talked about how many women were leaving their homes to start new lives in places like America. For those who traveled to Eli's Island, health checks were a big challenge, so if they didn't pass, they could be held there for months or even sent back to their home countries. The video also showed how hard life was for women, especially those traveling in third class. Many were escaping poverty or looking for better opportunities, but their journey wasn't easy. Now here we got a look at the Titanic's detailed skeleton, a diagram showing the different decks of the ship, from the tank top deck at the bottom to the orlop deck. You can see how the ship was built in layers, each serving a different purpose. It's almost like taking a peek inside the ship's structure, giving us a sense of how it was laid out. It's fascinating. Here we got an amazing drawing showing the Olympic and Titanic. This sketch gives us a peek inside, from the first class lounges to the more cramped third class berths. Building something as massive as the Titanic wasn't all smooth sailing. A few lives were tragically lost during construction, around 8 workers to be precise. This section gives us a glimpse into the tools used by workers who built the Titanic. Now, the launching of the Titanic was a huge event back in 1911. On May 31st, the massive hull of the Titanic slid into the river Lagan in Belfast, with over 100,000 people watching. So the ship wasn't fully completed yet. It was just the outer shell, weighing around 26,000 tons. The event went off smoothly and no champagne bottles were smashed against the hull, as was often the tradition. It was all business, but still a moment of great pride for the workers and the shipyard. Now, at this part of the exhibition, we saw a beautiful miniature model of the Titanic in a display case. It was so detailed, you could even see the tiny chairs and beds inside the ship. It really brought the Titanic to life, showing what it might have been like on board. I couldn't help but laugh as I turned to Louisa and asked if she remembered the iconic scene from the Titanic movie. The one where Jack stood at the edge of the ship and shouted, "I'm flying, moshinga-linga-linga." Then he held Rose by the hands and, they stretched out their arms wide, pretending they were flying too. Yeah, so seeing this model brought back all those movie vibes. Now, one fascinating detail about the Titanic is the cost of tickets for passengers. Guys, back then, the price of a ticket depended on where you wanted to stay. So a third class ticket was about $7 to $9, which might sound cheap today, but was still a lot of money for many families at the time. Second class tickets were around $60, giving access to nicer cabins and shared bathrooms. But the real luxury was the first class. A ticket for a standard first class cabin cost about $150, while the most extravagant suites, like the ones with private promenade decks, could go up to like $4,350, which is about $120,000 in today's money. It's amazing to think that people from such different walks of life were all on the same ship, traveling together across the Atlantic. For some, it was a trip of luxury, while for others, it was a chance to start a new life. Now, this part of the exhibition felt like walking right into the Titanic itself. We started in the first class section, moving through a stunning white passageway lined with red carpets. The elegant chandeliers hanging above added a touch of, grandeur. Added a touch of grandeur, illuminating the space with a soft, warm glow. It truly felt like we were stepping into history. What's incredible is how the Titanic movie with Jack and Rose did such a fantastic job replicating this style. Standing here, it felt like I was, in one of the scenes from the film. The level of detail in both the real ship and the movie is truly remarkable. We also explored a first class bedroom setup, complete with a beautifully made bed and intricate furnishings, and the bathroom display which showed the luxury that first class passengers enjoyed. Then we moved on to a fascinating collection of kitchenware, including Elkington and Co. chocolate pots, a tea strainer, a coffee pot, and even a teapot with the ship's house flag. Each piece was an authentic artifact, making it all feel so real. One standout item was a rusty dining saloon chair with a cushion, said to be from the Olympic, dated 1911. It's amazing to think about the history behind these objects and how they've survived all these years. Seeing these original items up close was surreal. It truly brought the Titanic story to life. One thing that really fascinated me were the actual little notes on display. Oh my god, guys, letters, postcards, and menus written by people from that time. It's surreal to see how English was written and spoken back then. The handwriting was so elegant and the language just felt so formal yet heartfelt. It's amazing to think, you know, like these small everyday items have survived over a century. Can you all believe that this was actually one of the 7 deck chairs recovered from the Titanic, like pulled out of the water after the ship sank in 1912? And this towel here, it's a piece from the Olympic swimming pool dating back to 1911. This is what an evening gown from those times looked like, so elegant and beautifully detailed. And over here we get to see a representation of the famous staircase from the Titanic. I don't know if famous is the right word, maybe iconic is better. It's one of the most memorable parts of the ship, and it's incredible how closely the Titanic movie recreated it. Standing here really makes me feel like, you know, I've stepped right into history, although it's just a painting. Okay, so after exploring the first class section, we made our way to the second class. One highlight was the second class dining room entrance door, which was originally from the Olympic. Next, we moved into the third class of the ship and sat down to watch some more educational videos here. Honestly, I can't recall exactly what they were about. Well, this is the third class where things were much simpler. These were what the third class beds look like, obviously smaller and less fancy compared to the first and even second class ones. But seeing this area reminded me of Jack from the Titanic movie. I reckon he was in third class too. Yeah, although he got in for free, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, Louisa and I were, you know, like replaying that specific movie in our heads while we went through this exhibition. Then we moved into a room where we watched an animation of the actual day of the Titanic sinking, showcasing everything unfold from the moment the iceberg struck. In that same room, we also got to hear real voice recordings of Titanic survivors. There was this iceberg display that Louisa and I thought was just a prop, but when we walked closer, we couldn't resist touching it, and guess what, guys, it was real ice. We were both totally fascinated, and you can see just how fascinated I was. And then it hit us that, you know, that's why the room was cold. It was actually funny when we realized what was going on, but it was cool, you know. Okay, so this part totally shocked me, guys. I had no idea there were so many Titanic movies or films based on the Titanic disaster. Seriously, I was blown away by all the different ones on display. I'm definitely going to check out as many as I can. And then there were these visuals of sunken Titanic under the water, resting at the bottom of the ocean. Very eerie, but also super interesting. Finally, the exhibition ended with the names of all the passengers. You could see who was in the first, second, and third class, and there were even photos of them. It was emotional, like seeing all those faces and remembering how many lives were affected that night. This has to be the most challenging video I've had to edit because I had to do this voiceover, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and that it was worth it and you guys were not bored along the way. For me, I enjoyed my time at the Titanic exhibition. It was a really lovely and immersive experience, to be honest. But yeah, Louisa and I got up to some other things later on, so you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Yeah, okay. What do you think about it?
Oh, it was so good. I learned so much.
Amazing. Oh, is it?
Oh,
And
yes. You had like a headset and they went through each room. There was like 30 little audio bits and it was so good. Like it was so interactive.
Yeah, really interactive.
Yeah.
And so interesting. And then all the objects. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so Louisa has promised to introduce me to Yoji.
Yes.
See your
Oh my
cheese.
goodness, is it a must? If you live in Brisbane, you have to try yoji.
So we're going to
I
do
eat it
it.
at least like 3 times a week. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Are you really that
newest
obsessed?
It's my newest obsession.
Okay, so let's see if we're going to get obsessed
Chico,
too.
Chico.
You know what I have been obsessed with, and I actually made people obsessed with as well?
What?
Bubble tea.
What's your favorite flavor?
Mango.
Mine's
Mango.
lychee. Yeah, do you get like
The mango pearls.
like popping pearls?
Oh no, not the popping. Those ones are too sugary.
Yeah, they are. I agree.
I like the chewy one.
Which one do you go to? Which shop?
Anyone. Oh
Yeah.
my god! And there's one close to my house. It's such an unhealthy obsession.
I spend too much money on yoji, and I've started to make bubble tea at home though. It takes 5 minutes to make, so you put them like in the pan, and then you cook them, and then you make your tea, or you buy juice, and then
Put them
tea.
in.
Yeah.
Do you have yours with sugar?
I add honey to mine, so it's healthy.
I actually don't have mine with sugar at all.
Really? I could never.
Pick. Okay, let's go. So you're gonna pick the flavors for.
What you do is you grab a bowl. And then you can fill it with as much frozen yogurt as you'd like.
Okay.
It's kind of like a plain.
Oh yeah, I like the plain because I was looking at the vanilla and I was like, you don't like vanilla, no?
But it's good. It's good though. Strawberry's yummy.
Okay, let's do it. Which one again?
Strawberries. That one's good too.
This is so messy.
Mine looks like little poops.
Yay! Thank you. Look how neat yours is and look how messy mine is. Oh my god. Oh my god, Louisa. First yoji timer.
It's like basically the same as like a bubble tea. Yeah, so the other day,
Do you enjoy your yoji?
I did. I am so from them.
I loved it. It was beautiful.
Rated out of 10.
I am coming back.
Coming back.
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, just
I would say
because
it's a
I didn't
solid
try all
9.
the other flavors.
You have to try the mango though when it comes back. Oh,
That mango
yeah.
flavor.
They replaced it with the acai one.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh,
Bye. Yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. This is the end of the video. I love you guys so much. Please end the video for me. No. Oh, tell them to. Oh, we're supposed to cross. Tell them to like, comment, share, subscribe.
yes. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us for more cute little dates in Brisbane.
Peace.